I literally just woke up from like a 2 hour nap. I traded today as a red day, and for some reason today I traded longer than usual, but I just felt exhausted trading today. I took one trade at the beginning that put me in the red. I was stuck in a halt down, so I put me in the red about $1,000. I guess I was green first, and then I took that red trade. And after that, I just felt like all day I was catching up, and it was working. I got down to, I think the lowest I was down was $400. It doesn't quite show it on the chart, but I think the lowest I was down was $400. And then another big loser, trying to get it all back, and then finally had one nice winner at the end. I was like, you know what, I'm done. And then PGY keeps running, CMRX keeps running, and I don't know if you trade all day long. I don't know how you guys do it because I was trading for 2.5 hours today and I felt like I was done. So for everybody that trades all day long, props to you. Um, Lost today, kind of give back all of yesterday's, which is in a way okay with me, considering I had a really bad trade today and I was just playing catch up. But I don't even feel like doing the whole intro today. So if you want to see what I do, if you want to watch me live, go check my other videos. YouTube, tradecaster.com, all free. I'm just tired and exhausted. I didn't even want to do this recap, but I'll still show you guys the trades and I'll still show you exactly what happened. So I did trade a lot today, so I'll try to go pretty quick through all of these, and I'll mention the bigger ones. So the first trade I took was, um, what was the first trade I took? I believe it was this one, FRGT. It's not showing my actual buy. Yeah. So FRGT was my first trade right out of the gate. It looks like on this one I came out of $121 profit. So it looks like I bought that little pullback there and then tried going for highs. But this one we double topped at 315. So I ended up taking my shares off the table. And then I honestly don't know what I tried over here. 309. Looks like I bought 309 and sold 309. So I avoided that flush down. Looks like I might have retried it again. So I did come out of this trade with $121 profit, and I believe that was my first trade. After that, let me see. I went over to, I guess it was already VRX. I can't remember the order of these guys, but VRAX. If you want to see the full trading, I do have my lives updated every single time. And so I'm explaining them here, but if you want to see me buy them and sell them live, then you can go watch my recap on the day. Not my recap, my actual live trading. So VRX, I thought this stock was the next big thing, right? So let me show you what the 4-hour time frame looks like on this one, because when I saw this 4-hour chart, I was like, this has to be it. So recent IPO, it looks like dropped down to $8, high of 26, and we were curling back up, right? We had this kind of a top and wake here, post market, pre market today as well, and then kind of was breaking out of that pattern. And so, and my thought was we halted up on this stock. We halted up today. Let me put this on the side. We halted up, and then on resumption, I was like, you know what? If this stock can hold VWAP or resume a little bit higher, like 22, 23, 24 ish, this stock might just go into another halt right up to highs 25, 26, and I was so excited about this thing. And so I jumped in with 500 shares on this stock, 500 shares on one of these pullbacks here. And I was green for a little while. I mean, I didn't get the worst entry, 21.1. So 21.1 right here, right at VWAP, and it popped up a little bit a couple of times, and I was like, okay, this is it. But I was waiting for it to almost kind of go into a second halt and kind of start moving higher. And in this case, it reversed so hard on me, it halted down. I couldn't even sell. I actually took 200 out of profit, so most of the majority, so 21.1 to 21.40. So I took 200 shares of with 30 cents of profit, 33 cents of profit. So it really was only 200 shares that I was able to not close out from 21 down to 17. 200 shares, but that's like $4 a share almost. And so that's where the majority of the loss came in. Now this is one of those trades, guys, where if it goes against you, don't hope and pray and wait for it to come back up, right? The stock opened up and instantly kept down to 17. I think it instantly popped back and popped back up, so 1730. I mean, it hit a high of 1842. Oh well, but I just fully got out of that trade and left it alone. Didn't even want to mess with it. which I guess would have been down a lot, but it would have came back up to these levels. And kind of right now is holding VWAP, but there was no chance I was gonna hold this trade. I just decided to take the loss and move on. And then here I was now sitting down on the day, close to $1,000 because I had a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a profit, and then down $1,000. And then after this, I really felt like like the market was just coming after me. I took a trade on Isla. So let me go back to Isla. And I took this trade on Isla right after that trade. I saw this dip happen. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this dip. It recovered. I didn't get in. Um, is Isla trying to crawl back up right now? Kind of. It recovered. I jumped in for this breakout. It works in my favor. And on this trade right here, I pretty sure I saw like $680 profit. I took half out at top, so I bought in at 226. 239 was half that I sold, so 239, like almost a peak of this candle, almost a peak of that candle. I took half out. I was waiting for a small little dip and then ripped through 250. And for some reason, it just rejected down so fast that I had to stop out on that remaining 211, which was lower than when I bought. So I ended up actually walking out of that trade with a $60 loss, even though I was up 600 on that trade at the very top. Here, small stab, didn't get anything. So this one didn't work out. Now this one wants to recurl back up, so I'm just gonna put alerts. Probably will not trade anymore. I was tired. I literally got off and I took a nap. So that was Isla. The next stock was that I traded was let me see, Sega. I traded all day long, at least what it seemed like. I don't know how many times I actually traded it. On this one, I had a price target of 17.50, and all day long I was just trying to scalp it through $17, hold $17, and see if I can get up to 17.50. Kind of got a few winners here and there. Kind of trying to buy a dip right through rip through 17. Same here, accumulating shares, rip through 17, didn't work. Finally get over 17, trying to buy some shares here to try to get up to 17.50. Doesn't work, and then when I get off and I'm over there sleeping on my couch, this ends up hitting 1750, which was my target. Is that red line? Uses 750 as support and then bounces up an extra 30 cents almost every time it did that. So only $32 profit on this stock. One of these trades, frick, it happened again. One of these trades, the beginning ones, it might have been this one. One of these trades I bought in again, and I was up somewhere around 150, $200, and it just reversed on me, and I wasn't able to take my profit. I don't know exactly which one of these was, but one of these definitely did that. And then I did have two good plays on CMRX, no, on SBFM. SBFM, somebody was calling this one out all day long, and I just never never looked at it. And so I had a very nice play on this one, and I ended up giving some profits back at the end. But very nice move here through high of days, which was 172 at the time. Started curling back up, decided to jump in it. Played it a little bit aggressively. I was in here with 7,500 shares, and I made some profit. And this one, I think I got up to almost $200 profit. And then once again on here, 178 to 177, I lost on that re-add up here, so I gave back half of that profit there. Didn't trade it again, didn't curl back up, no opportunity, so I left that one alone. GOVX was the other one that at that same time SBFM was kind of squeezing. I kind of jumped back in on GOVX and had a very nice move, and then I ended up giving it back again. So this one, at the same time SBFM, I went from SBFM, made $200, gave it back, and then jumped back on GOVX, or maybe it was GOVX first and then gave it back on SBFM. This move right here, I was able to capitalize 5,000 shares, all the way up to about at $2, 205, 207, 210 was what I was able to sell. I walked out of this trade again with another 200, $250 profit, somewhere around there. Small steps here, paper cuts, I think, 1,500 shares, 1,500 shares. And then this was the bigger loss on the day. So if you take a look at my trade review, those were all the trades. This one right here was what got me back up. SBFM was what got me back up. These were these ones right here. And then I took this loss right here for another $500 loss, and that was this one. That was right here. This stock started curling back up, and my thinking was, okay, let me erase this. My thinking was, okay, we have a downtrend. We've broken that downtrend. We've currently out of that downtrend, and highs is just right there, less than 10 cents away. I took a trade at 219, no, 222, trying to get the curl back up to 228, 230, get a new high, and be able to lock in 5, 10 cents on 10,000 shares real quick, which that would have definitely been a $500 to $1,000 winner, and actually ended up reversing on me, and I only lost 3 cents of penny, 4 cents a share, but on 10,000 was a $400, $500 loss, which is why I was up 250-ish and then instantly down 215. And so gave it all back there. And it looks like this one had some nice curls back up. Wasn't really opening up, so you can see it comes up high, but it's not opening up. Kind of like this. This is nice opening, and then comes up and barely hits a higher high, and it just seems weak at this point, right? So that was that. And then the last trade at here, I was just, well, I guess CMRX was another one. CMRX, I took a loss and then came back, and now it's breaking through highs again. So CMRX, this is another one that, again, I was up $200, $300 on it, and I could not close it. Right here for 5,000 shares, breakthrough 250 and trying to accelerate after 250. I jumped in at 255, and I mean the tops of these candles are 59, 62. That's about 7, 8 pennies a share, and with 5,000 shares, that's $300, $300, $400. It popped up. I wasn't able to close it. I think I took some profit out, and then it ended up reversing on me, and I stopped that almost break even. And then I tried it again, and I definitely lost on this second trade. So I bought in at 258, 258, and I sold at 256. So I lost 2 cents a share on those. And I just could not catch a break. I mean, this one should have been a winner right there on CMRX. Isla should have been a good winner here on this move of $600. Didn't take any of that. I'd lost 60 instead of making 600. GOVX, I probably played it too aggressive on that one. And then what was the other one? Sega. I mean, Sega should have been a trade, a stock that I could have traded all day long and made more than $32, and I couldn't. After that, I was down back to 1,000 on the day, and finally had a decent trade on PGY. And after that trade, I was like, you know what, I'm done. And this was a big trade of the day where I made $500, or I guess I added 300 because I made some profit here. Yeah, so I made $200 up here on this trade. And then right here, I had a high of 14.17 on the stock, and that was a high that it had. So as soon as we started getting to 14, volume started picking up, and I was like, you know what, this is it. This is a break of 14, curled through 15, and then have a nice little squeeze, which it did. We worked out. The only thing is I missed this candle move. I was fully out before that, and then I re-entered after that. Still worked out. I made a little bit of money on that trade there, but I missed that big squeeze from 14.39 to 15.30. That's almost $1 a move, right? If I had 500 shares, that would have been a $500 trade right there, and somehow I was fully out of that. I even had 1,000 shares down here. So didn't trade it good, but I did make $300 back on that, which is why now I'm only down 700 on the day. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I am done. I'm done. This one might actually keep moving on, but I'm done. And I didn't expect it to go another $5 up a share, so I definitely left a lot on the table. Some of these entries might have been clean, like pulls back, kind of reclaims that level, and then kind of holds it very tight. So that could have been a nice little flag. And then you have break a downtrend, flag pivots all up through these moves here, kind of right there. That's your entry, kind of right there-ish. First candle to make a new high right there. Can kind of almost chase that next one. Maybe up here started getting a little choppy because you have this topping tail right there. But if you kind of almost ignore that topping tail like that, there's another clear entry right there, right here. And that's a $19 trade right there. You risked 10, 20 cents, and you would have made almost $2 a share after that. So I would have definitely made my money back. But I didn't take it, so oh well. It was definitely a rough day today. I feel like I played catch up all day and made improvements, and then I gave it all back. So that's it for this recap, guys. If you want to watch me trade live, go hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, so it'll be 15 minutes before market open, or watch me on tradecaster.com as well. It is a little bit of a loss today, but it's okay compared to my recent days. So kind of in my mind just says, okay, scratch 2 days. Now I'm fresh back tomorrow. Scratch week so far. So that being said, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow.